everyone, welcome to Looking Back at June. Yes, we're only a few months late. I unfortunately have been just a little bit sick in the last few months and my voice went missing and I couldn't find it. Now I found it and I finally got a day to myself with nobody in the house and I don't need to work. So let's get on with it, shall we? Okay, first book I read in June was A Tiny Bit Marvellous by Dawn French. It wasn't what I was expecting. I was kind of glad I could flick through certain chapters and miss certain parts because there's only so much teen angst a person can take, and unfortunately I didn't read it all. But I still say that I finished it because I read the last page. So, yeah. Next book I read was Naughty Neighbour, Smitten, Thanksgiving by Janet Evanovich. Next book I finished in June was The Book Thief by Mark Zuzak, and I actually borrowed this one from Belinda Audio from Brisbane City Council Libraries, online borrowing as well, so I read along as well as reading along, if you sort of get what I mean. I listened as well as reading. It was quite a good book. So the narration, just spot on. The next book I finished was A Murder of Crows by Anne Bishop, and this is a novel of the others. Now, I've been a fan of Anne Bishop's for years, and this book just carries me just that little bit further into fandom. It, I suppose, is classed as a young adult novel, but I would suggest it for older readers because there are a few themes in here that aren't necessarily suitable for the young adult. So, I love it though. It's beautiful. Next book I read was As Stars Fall. This is by Christine Niemann. I think it is. Niemann. This one's about drug abuse and loss of family members and coping, and it's really quite a heart-wrenching story, but it was nice enough that you kept going, and you know, it was sweet in a bittersweet kind of way, and I really enjoyed it. I have yet to write the review though, so I need to get onto that maybe after I finish recording this video. Next book I read was A Shiver of Light by Laurell K. Hamilton. Now, I'm a fan of Laurell K. Hamilton's work. I have every book in the Anita Blake series. I'm pretty sure I've got all of the Meredith Gentry series, which this is a part of. Although the last few years, I think Laurell probably needs to get an editor that has the balls to say to her, go back and rewrite it, because there are certain things in this book that are really bugging me, that are rookie mistakes, that in my writers group, if you did that, we would massacre you. Not in a literal sense, obviously. That being said, it is still an adventure, and I still really like it. I just didn't give it the full 5 stars, because, yeah, mistakes have been made, and they have not been rectified by the editor. And I'm sorry, Laurell, you are not that big a star that is forgivable. No. Next book I read was Popular, a memoir by Maya Van Wagenen, I think it is. This is a story, or rather not a story, a memoir about Maya. So I don't know whether you can see her on the back there. Trying to get herself from the very bottom rung of the popularity ladder at her school to somewhere a little bit higher on the pecking order. She uses a Betty Cornell book about teenage popularity, so it's like an etiquette guide to get her there. Some things are a little odd, some things are fantastic, there's lots of things to laugh at, there's quite a few shocking moments. And I guess the biggest question that everybody should be asking themselves is, what do you class as popular? But, oh my god, I love this book so much. Fantastic job, Maya. Loved it. Next book I read was Sea of Shadows by Kelly Armstrong. I love Kelly Armstrong books. I know I haven't had too many of them to read lately, but if you look back at one of my hauls, I think from early this year or late last year, I actually got an ARC of one of Kelly's earlier books, and I was very excited to get that because I love Kelly's writing. She has a knack with female protagonists and not making them seem weakened by the male protagonist. So I just, yeah, well done, Kelly. This is another one that I really enjoyed, and you'll have to read it to find out. And the last book I read in June was Disruption by Jessica Shevington. And look at this cover. It's so shiny and gold and pretty and cool. This is another one that I read along at the same time as reading along with Belinda Audio and Brisbane City Council online borrowing. It was different, although now that things are getting along with these wristbands that people are putting on to track how they're feeling and things like that, this one disrupted me up here as much as it did, you know. It's not anything like the Embrace series or the Violet Eden series, whatever you want to call it. This is a fresh start, new book, new series, new characters. It's gritty, it's fantastic, and it really is one of those ones that you it's fine until you actually think how close to some of the things in here we are actually today. So, yeah. Disturbing in an entertaining way, I'll put it that way. Anyway, that has been looking back at June. You will see me in a minute in this same getup for looking back at July, because I can't be stuffed changing and I'm doing a video for a hair tutorial thing, and that'll be over on Marianne's website eventually. Maybe I'll come back and I'll put it in the down bar, I don't know. But anyway, have a fabulous reading experience. Have a great day. Bye!